What is up, YouTube? JankyYGO here. My name is Michael, and as you can see at the top here, we have a lot to talk about. So we have things and stuff and new cards, new announcements, and we're gonna cover it here. So, first card I'm gonna talk about is called 10,000 Dragon. 10,000 Dragon is a level 10 Dark Dragon effect monster with question mark attack, question mark defense. Cannot be normal summoner's head. Must be special summoned from your hand by choosing monsters whose combined attack and defense are 10,000 or more each. Cannot be special summoned by other ways. If this card's special summoned this way, this card's attack and defense becomes 10,000. So you give up 10,000 power for 10,000 power. 10,000 or more for just 10,000. I mean, that's kind of cool. I wouldn't say it's a good card, but it's kind of cool. I mean, someone's gonna kill someone with this, and it's gonna be funny. And if you guys do, our email's in the description. You can send us in that deck profile and replay. So yeah, if you don't want to send us in the deck profile, you can just send me in the replay. Anyway, moving on. Light Dragon Atagnister. It is a level 4 light cyberse Xyz effect monster. 2300 attack, 1500 defense. 2 level 4 monsters are its requirements, so it's generic. You can only use the first or second effect of this card's name once per turn. First effect is you can detach 1 material from this card. Destroy face-up monsters your opponent controls up to the number of Atagnister monsters you control. Second effect, when another cyberse monster you control inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can special summon 1 link monster from your graveyard. Third effect, if a monster you control would be destroyed by an effect, you can detach a material from this card instead. This card is pretty powerful. The Ignister deck, or Atagnister deck, I don't know if we have more cards for it at this moment. If we don't, then it still just pops 1 card, so that's fine. It detach material, destroy a card's fine. It inflicts battle damage. You get 1 of your link monsters back, or another cyberse monster. So now Decode Talker. Just kidding. There's a ton of better cyberse monsters than Decode Talker, but that was the first one that came to mind. And it protects itself, and or any monster really. So that's pretty neat. Next card we're talking about is God Phoenix Gearfried, which is the new structure deck R Warrior Strike base card, most likely. Alright, so it is a level 9 Fire Warrior effect monster, 3000 attack, 2200 defense. You can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. First effect is you can banish an equipped spell you control or from your graveyard to special summon this card from your hand. If this card battles an opponent's, if this card attacks, actually, I'm tired. At the start of damage calculation, you can target 1 face-up monster on the field. You can equip 1 face-up monster, and then it gains 500 attack. So yeah, and then when a monster is activated, you can send 1 face-up, equip card to the graveyard, negate the activation if you destroy that card. So I butchered this effect when I was reading it, but essentially it special summons itself, it equips a monster and gets stronger, and then it has a negation. So it's good. Just overall good. That's a pretty good card. The only downside is you have to run equipped spell cards, and most of them are not great, especially because you have to banish it too. If it was like send it to the graveyard, you could play the Phoenix Blade and all that, so that would be fine too. But at least you have ways to search it, search equip spells. Next up, Brutal Enforcer. Brutal Enforcer is a Link 2 Dark Cyberse effect monster. With 1600 attack, and its links are bottom left, bottom right, and its tiers are any 2 effect monsters. That's basically generic. Alright. You can only use the effect of this card's name once per turn. You can discard 1 card from your hand, then target 1 face-up card your opponent controls, destroy that target. Your opponent can negate this effect by discarding 1 of the same type as a face-up card. Monster spell track. Pops a card. That's pretty neat. I guess it either pops a card or makes them discard, but I'd rather have the destruction effect, honestly, because if I'm wanting to destroy something, it probably takes precedent over any card they probably are willing to discard if they're gonna discard a card. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, it has good link arrows and it's basically generic, so that's fine too. Maybe this just sees play just because it's generic Link 2 that has good arrows and it's not like vanilla like Land for Links. And then the last one, and hopefully not least, is Binary Blader. Binary Blader is a Link 2 Earth Cyberse effect monster with 1800 attack, and its link arrows are middle left, middle right, and it requires 2 normal monsters. Okay, so very specific decks so far. Its first effect, and only effect. This card gains these effects depending on the number of monsters co-linked with this card. 1 or more. When this card declares an attack involving an opponent's monster, you can activate this effect. And this card can make a second attack during each battle phase this turn. Also, each time this card battles an opponent's monster, that opponent's battling monster cannot be destroyed by those battles. Okay, so from that kind of reminds me of the Lunalights, how they just keep attacking each monster twice. Alright, second part of the effect is if it's linked up with 2, so both are co-linked, you get to, after damage calculation, if it battled, you can banish the opponent's monster. So, attack, banish, and but it doesn't say that this card can't be destroyed by battle. So I guess you attack over something smaller, banish it, that maybe causing you problems. Maybe like I don't know, like they have a Duke Frog or Ronin Totem and they don't have a way to stop you for whatever reason. And then I guess you take 200, but you still banish it and get rid of it, and then you attack again. But if it couldn't be destroyed by battle as well, then this card would be pretty strong, even though it's very narrow for the 2 normal monster claws. But the fact that it's basically just a glorified, it's like a DD warrior lady you kind of have to jump through hoops for. I don't see this being good enough. But yeah, I think that's it for today. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday. If you want to send us any cool deck profiles or replays, our email's in the description as always. And of course, have a wonderful day.